In the world of extraordinary automobiles, where the name Rolls-Royce is spoken with a kind of reverent hush, there exists a common misunderstanding. Most people believe the company's immense profit is generated solely from the moment a customer takes delivery of that majestic, silent-moving motor car, a machine so perfect it seems more like a moving building than a vehicle. The truth, however, is far more clever and reveals a business model that extends far beyond the initial sale of metal, leather, and wood. The real financial artistry begins after the car leaves the showroom, woven into the very fabric of the ownership experience through services that sound like pure luxury but are, in fact, brilliant revenue streams. Two of the most telling examples are the chauffeur training and concierge services, which on the surface appear to be simple perks but underneath operate as a masterclass in generating ongoing income from a clientele for whom cost is often an afterthought. When a person acquires a Rolls-Royce, they're not just buying a car, they are purchasing a key to a kingdom of bespoke, personalized service. This is where the concierge service comes into play, a system presented as the ultimate personal assistant for the owner. It is a promise that whatever you need, the company is there to facilitate it. The genius of this system lies not in a flat, predictable annual fee, but in its structure of hidden costs and markups. An owner might call to secure a last-minute reservation at an impossibly exclusive restaurant. The concierge makes it happen, but the owner is billed not just for the cost of the meal, but for the service of acquiring the reservation, a fee that is significantly marked up from what the restaurant actually charges. Need a private jet chartered for a spontaneous trip? The concierge will handle all the complex logistics, but the invoice presented to the owner will include a hefty premium for this coordination, a cost quietly absorbed into the grander lifestyle the owner is living. This creates a continuous, low-effort revenue stream for Rolls-Royce. The owner, already accustomed to a life of significant expense, rarely questions these ancillary charges. They are happy to pay for the convenience and the result, and in doing so, they are consistently feeding a profit center that never sleeps. The service is so seamless and integrated into the experience of ownership that the fees feel less like separate bills and more like a natural part of operating in this rarefied world. It is a brilliant strategy of embedding profit into the very act of living the lifestyle the brand promises. Similarly, the chauffeur training program is another stroke of strategic genius, targeting not the owner directly, but the individual entrusted with the care of the automobile. One might assume that when you buy a car of this caliber, any professional driver would know how to operate it. Rolls-Royce, however, subtly insists that their machine is so unique, so special, that standard driving skills are insufficient. They offer, and often strongly recommend, a specialized training program for the chauffeurs of their clients. This is not a free orientation, it is a comprehensive, and very expensive, course. The hidden fee structure here is multifaceted. First, there is the direct cost of the training itself, which runs into thousands of dollars, a fee for teaching a driver the specific nuances of the Spirit of Ecstasy mascot, the silence of the ride, and the specific protocols for handling a client of this stature. This is a pure profit center for knowledge and brand standards. Second, and more subtly, this training creates a psychological dependency. By certifying a driver, Rolls-Royce effectively makes that chauffeur an unofficial ambassador. The driver, now trained in the Rolls-Royce way, develops a loyalty to the brand's methods and is likely to advise their employer on future purchases or services directly from the manufacturer, believing it to be the only correct choice. This turns the chauffeur from a mere employee into a soft sales agent within the client's own household, gently steering future decisions and expenditures back towards the company. The initial training fee is just the entry point. The long-term value is in creating a branded advocate who reinforces the owner's connection to, and spending with, Rolls-Royce. Together, these services paint a picture of a business that understands its customers on a deep psychological level. The clients are not price-sensitive, they are experience-sensitive and value their time and convenience above all else. Rolls-Royce has built a financial ecosystem that monetizes this very fact. The large initial price of the car is merely the ticket for admission. The real, ongoing show is funded by these continuous, high-margin services that are so elegantly wrapped in the guise of unparalleled customer care that the financial transaction almost disappears. The owner feels pampered and supported, never feeling nickel and dimed because the amounts, while significant, are trivial within the context of their wealth and the perceived value of the service rendered. This is the hidden engine of the Rolls-Royce business model. It is a silent, smooth, and relentless generator of profit that operates in the background, ensuring that the relationship with the customer, and the revenue that comes from it, does not end with the handover of the keys but is designed to continue for as long as the individual owns the car and wishes to live the lifestyle it represents. It is a masterpiece of modern business strategy, proving that the greatest profits are not always in selling a product, but in building an entire universe around it that customers are willing to pay forever to inhabit.